Imagine a ruler who saves his people from war and poverty, but does so through lies, betrayal, and ruthless power. Would you call him evil or effective? This is the question that has haunted my name for centuries. I am Niccolò Machiavelli, and I do not ask whether a man is good. I ask whether he is strong, whether he understands that in the world of power, the ends often justify the means. You see, many talk of virtue. They praise honesty, kindness, and fairness. But few speak of what truly keeps men in power. Few dare say what I have written, that a ruler must be willing to use both the lion's strength and the fox's cunning. If he is only one or the other, he will fall. Let's speak plainly. Ethics and efficiency do not always walk together. A good man who cannot act decisively will be destroyed by those who can. And a ruler who waits for perfect morality before acting will watch the world crumble around him. Am I saying you must always lie, cheat, and betray? No, I am saying you must be willing to, if the situation demands it. Appearances matter. Reputation matters. But truth? Truth is a tool, not an idol. Men judge more by what they see than what they do not. Most are content with how things appear. So, a leader who seems just and moral can do what is necessary behind the curtain, so long as his mask stays in place. This is not wickedness. It is survival. Look at history. The rulers who shaped empires did not hesitate. Caesar crossed the Rubicon. Alexander burned cities. Even your modern leaders, though they wear suits and speak of peace, wage silent wars of influence, money, and control. Do you think they rule by kindness alone? No. They rule because they understand what I understood. Fortune favors the bold, not the pure. Now, some will say, but what of the people? Shouldn't a leader serve their good? Yes, but sometimes serving the people means making choices they would never dare make themselves. A leader must carry the weight of blood on his hands, so his people may walk free of it. The truth is, people love freedom, but they fear chaos more. They love justice, but only when it's convenient. So the wise ruler gives them stability, even if he must take some liberties to do so. He gives them peace, even if it costs him his soul. Is that unethical? Perhaps. But is it effective? Always. You may be wondering, if we all lived like this, wouldn't the world be worse? No, because not all are meant to lead. Most are born to follow. Leadership demands something more. It demands courage, strategy, discipline, and yes, the ability to do what others will not. But this does not mean cruelty without cause. That is foolishness. Violence and deception must be like a surgeon's knife, used only when necessary and with precision. Never for pleasure, always for purpose. A prince who rules with fear alone will be hated. But a prince who is loved and feared in balance is nearly untouchable. If he must choose between the two, let him choose fear. Because love fades, but fear remains. Does this sound cold? Perhaps. But I do not write for comfort. I write for clarity. I do not care what should be. I care what is. You live in a world that is still ruled by power, no matter what people pretend. Even today, nations rise and fall not on virtue, but on strategy, on strength, on control of resources, stories, and alliances. Ethics is a fine thing, but efficiency builds empires. Still, I do not suggest you throw away all morality. I suggest you master it. Learn to appear good while doing what is necessary. Show mercy when it strengthens your hand. Be generous when it wins you loyalty. But never be trapped by your own goodness. To be Machiavellian is not to be evil. It is to be awake. Now ask yourself, would you rather be powerless and pure or powerful and practical? That is the real question. That is the choice every ruler, every leader, and yes, every person must make when they step into a world shaped by ambition, uncertainty, and fear. You don't have to like my teachings, but you cannot ignore them. Because whether in palaces or boardrooms, in politics or daily life, power listens to no ideal but its own survival. Remember this. It is better to be feared than loved, if you cannot be both. But the greatest art is to appear virtuous while playing the game of power better than anyone else. That is the heart of Machiavellian thinking.